Hi Sheila, I'm going to walk you through how to use your new sales page template. And what we're going to cover is adding in new copy, deleting placeholder text and images, how to delete rows and sections, switch out images and backgrounds quickly, and how to delete modules, individual modules, and buttons. So hopefully all this will allow you to quickly create pages from this template and move stuff around as you see fit and modify it to however you need to use it. So let's get started. Under pages, there's a sales page template here that I created. And you're always going to want to start from a clone of this. So if you hover over it, you can click to clone. That'll create a clone of it. And you'll see sales page template here. That's the new one. I'm just going to quickly edit this to a different name so I know that this is our working sales page. Let's do that. Keep everything else the same. Keep it a draft. And then update it. And then we can edit it. And this is used by the Divi Builder, so we're going to edit with the Divi Builder. And so in here, you can see the back end has sections which are blue, rows which are green, and modules or components that are gray. So the header here, you can make this always click the gear button to open up the settings. So this is the text block setting. So you can click on this gear and just change out the text to just sales page. You can take that. And click the green button to save it. And then depending on how you want to do this, say you want to use the white bullet point header instead of the blue one. So these are your two options. So you can just come in here, click in the section that you want to use or delete, and you can click the delete button to delete the blue one. So if you don't want to use the blue, just delete it out. If you say, "Oh, I want that back," you can always right-click anywhere on the page in the Divi Builder and click undo. So it comes right back. So a lot of these options, you have a couple different options on this page for layout and color options. So just delete whatever you don't want to use. So for now, we're going to just delete this blue one. And come in here and change the header. And you gave me some placeholder text, so I'm just going to punch this in here. Oops. This, and then, whoops, hang on. I want to keep that centered. So we'll do this. My mistake. Are you in? Skip the scrolling and save your seat here. So depending on how you want to do this, if you want "are you in" to be in the header, you can add that in here. And add this text in here. And just hit the green check mark to save it. So that's how you quickly can add text to placeholder text. And also, if you ever need to undo or redo something, you can undo that. Oops. And redo it to see what's happening. So the Divi Builder keeps all that very easy for you to do. And so coming down here, same thing with any component, has the gear, whether it's a section or a row or a module. And all you have to do is just click it to edit it, and then make sure you save it with the green button. To change out an image, it's very easy. Again, use the gear button, and then you can upload a new file right here, or access something from your media library right here, and you can see how that switches it out. Always just click the green to save it. I'm going to undo this for right now. Actually, I'll save it just so you can see the difference. So the same thing applies to every section on your site. or in this template. Well, your site too, actually. um, Scrolling down here, you can see placeholder text is put in here. Again, you just switch out what you want. There are two blocks here. You have a bullet block and a non-bullet block. So depending on which one you want to use, you can click the one that you don't and delete it. If, say, you want it moved, every component, module, row, and section has this move arrowhead. You can just drag this down here. Say you want the bold statements down there. That'll appear down there. So if you want, say you want this section moved down here, you can move it down and rearrange things as you see fit, as you need to, and always undo. That's the really cool part of it. So everything has been broken, that was broken down into desktop and mobile sections previously is now just all together in one. So there's a mobile version built in, so you won't have to duplicate any information anywhere. But you can see on here, I made the template have the sections that you requested for the particular sales page in the locations that you want them. So here's your standard body, and then you want it in About Me section, and you can fill this in as you need to. A testimonial, and all this was pulled over from the design of your site, so it keeps with the theme. Now here's your alternate body. So if you didn't want to use this body up here, this is an alternate type of a body that you can have if you want something a little more centered. And here's your program features subheading, program benefits subheading. And so, yeah, you have an alternate section down here to use. And if you don't need to use this, you can always click it and hit the delete button. And this is your alternate program features section as well. So you can use it up here, these two, or you can use this one down here. So say you want this background section to be your program features. You can click on this section here and say you didn't want this background in particular. To click the gear button for section settings. So the background covers the section. Expand the background out. And then these are your different tabs. So you have a color, you have a gradient that goes over the image. I would leave that as it is. And then here's your background image. So again, you can just click on this and select any image that you'd want to use. And the gradient is already built in over it, so it'll look nice and match your page design. So that's how easy it is to upload or change a photo of a background. For now, and then just click the check mark, and there's your section. And then lastly, let's see here, your call to action section. So here's a call to action. I added 3 different rows. One has 1 button, one has 2, one has 3. So essentially you can use whichever one you want, a combination of the two. But since you are going to have some sales pitches or sales items that have 2 buttons, here's your 2 button layout, here's a 3 button layout, and here's a 1 button. So if you need to use the 2, just come in here and delete the row that you don't want to use. And then that just pops up your buttons and you're good to go. Down here is a double testimonial to show you a different layout from the single testimonial. That's shown up here. And say you wanted to use a single testimonial down below instead of the one, you can click on this section, and this is the clone button or duplicate button. This will just create an immediate copy of this whole section. So you can click on this, click the move and hold it down, and then just drag it down where you want it to be. So we're going to drag this down to the bottom here. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. So you have your different layouts for the testimonials. And then down here is another paragraph block. For more paragraph text, that's after your testimonial. A blue section for your contact information, has your heading and then regular text, and then one last call to action section with your 3 buttons again. So you can decide on what you want to use here. If you want to use 1 button, 2 buttons, or 3 buttons. That's how that looks. And when you're done, all you have to do is click. You can review it on different sizes of your devices. So by default, we're on desktop view. Here's tablet view. And then here's your phone view. And you can see how everything's going to look in those sections on those devices. And when you're done, you can publish it, save a draft if you need to go back and post it at a different time. And that's that. If you need to edit any kind of page information, that's over here. And you might be familiar with doing it on the other screen, but here's how to do it in the Divi Builder. This purple menu down at the bottom is the Divi menu, and this gear down here is page settings. So you can see we have the working sales page title here. This is your excerpt that shows in modules and in search engines. So add your excerpt in here. And then, so that's pretty much everything that you need to edit, I think, for the sales page template. Let's see, I went over how to delete rows and sections and how to move them. Excuse me. How to switch out backgrounds and images, and how to delete buttons and modules. And always, if we can save this draft just to show you, and we exit out, and then you can see how it will look in the preview. And scrolling down. And finally, on your dashboard, we can go over here to pages. I'll just quickly go to mine. Here's a working sales page draft. The slug is something that you can put in here, and that's the URL, page URL. So if you want this to be like working sales page, that's what will come up. Will be the link to come up for your site, for this page, your new sales page landing page. So I guess that's it. And please let me know if you have any questions. I hope this helps, and please let me know, if there's anything else I can do, or answer any questions for your template. And I have a general template here that I created, and you can always come back here and see all the different components saved. So I hope this helps, and it's been a pleasure working with you on this, and please let me know if you have any questions.